What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, and today we're going to be talking about the reality of official hardcore servers for Classic WoW. I'm gonna start this video off by saying that I personally am all for official hardcore servers. I personally really want them to become a thing, and I've outlined some of the positives of having official hardcore servers in previous videos. Today, on the other hand, I want to explain to you guys why this is not a priority for Blizzard, nor will it ever probably be a priority, and there's a slight chance we never get official hardcore servers, no matter how much we really want them to happen, and that will be explained in this video. Before we start though, I just want to do a quick recap on what Classic Hardcore is, as there is a chance someone watching this video and has no idea what the term hardcore even refers to. So basically, Classic Hardcore is a no death leveling challenge in Classic WoW that is taking part mostly on the Classic era servers, with thousands of active players every single day. The goal of the challenge is to make it to level 60 without dying, and if you die and want to keep playing in the challenge, you have to start all over from level 1 again. So when we talk about official hardcore servers, this refers to Blizzard embracing the classic hardcore gameplay and the community, and supporting the movement by adding official hardcore types of servers, where if you die, you can't resurrect or you have to delete your character. Basically, permanent one life servers supported and made by Blizzard. So now that we are all caught up to speed, let me highlight some of the positive aspects of having official hardcore servers, before I serve you guys with what some people might consider me being negative or just overall pessimistic, but it's really me looking at the idea of classic hardcore servers with an objective point of view and realizing that Blizzard is a business after all. So, positive things about having official hardcore servers. Number 1, there's an obvious demand for them. I did some player scans recently showing exactly how many players were online at the same time on the Classic era hardcore server for Europe, and there's literally between 2,000 and 3,000 people playing at the same time on a regular Monday evening. Number 2, having official Blizzard hardcore supported servers, or Blizzard supported hardcore servers, would make it way more appealing to everyone. First of all, you would have way less griefers like playing on the current Classic era servers. There's a lot of griefers because they can level to level 60 and just grief anyone else playing hardcore without playing hardcore themselves, and if we are on an official hardcore server, then griefing will be a lot more risky and a lot more difficult, because first of all, the griefers have to level themselves up in a hardcore environment, and then if they decide to grief, they have more risk involved because they're playing hardcore themselves, and less griefing equals more fun gameplay and more appealing to quite literally everyone. Right now, playing on Classic era, you have to deal with some people playing hardcore and some people not playing hardcore, and it's actually quite messy. Like, if you as a non-hardcore player want to do a somewhat difficult quest or kill a named mob, and you try to group up with a hardcore player doing the same thing, that hardcore player is literally not allowed to group up with you, which might cause you to get annoyed at the hardcore player because you are killing the same mobs and you could have helped each other, and if you don't know he's doing the hardcore challenge, or you don't know what the hardcore challenge is, well, then he looks like a complete jackass. So yeah, it's quite messy. Number 3, it makes a lot more convenient. Well, it makes it a lot more convenient and easy to try out. Right now, in order to play hardcore, you first need to find out which servers the hardcore community is actually playing on. Then you need to download an add-on or a hardcore add-on. But if we had official hardcore servers, you eliminate having to find out which server to play because they're already public, and we wouldn't need the hardcore add-on. And by the way, the hardcore add-on has over 200,000 installs, so once again, there's an obvious demand for this. So, with some positivity out of the way to start the video on a good note, let's put on our tinfoil hat, or take it off. I don't really know how that saying goes, but yeah, let's think about the idea of official hardcore servers from an objective point of view, and think about why Blizzard haven't implemented them yet, if there is such an obvious demand. Well, it's quite easy, isn't it? It's money. It's all about money. Blizzard is a company, they like making money, so when they came out with Classic WoW, they tried to keep it as similar to vanilla WoW as possible, which they said was a love letter to their community, but I will bet you, right now, they always had the intention of coming out with the level 58 boost and the TBC Deluxe editions for TBC Classic. Classic WoW, well, the vanilla version, vanilla Classic WoW, was just them earning your trust for then to profit from that trust later on. They 100% thought that through before even beginning to work on Classic WoW. So, hardcore servers then, here's how I see it. Everyone that is currently playing Classic Hardcore are playing on Classic Era. 99% of people that know what Classic Hardcore is are currently playing on Classic Era. So in essence, what this means is that 99% of people that would play on official hardcore servers are already playing the game and are already giving Blizzard their monthly subscription revenue. Blizzard needs a financial incentive to make official hardcore servers, and to be honest, I simply don't think it is quite there yet. For the people that know about Classic Hardcore, it's a fantastic idea, but then again, most of us are already paying and playing on Classic Era. Why would Blizzard spend their time and resources on implementing new types of servers for us, when it's obvious that we are still playing and having fun on the Classic Era servers? In the long run, sure, it could bring more people back to Classic WoW by offering something new and fresh, and it has been successful for some other games in the past, but is the financial incentive really there right now? I really do think, and I'm not incentivizing anyone to do this, but I think in order to get official hardcore servers anytime soon, we would quite literally have to organize a gamer strike or an era boycott to actually give Blizzard a financial incentive for these hardcore servers, because that way we are sending a message. If you want our money, give us what we want, while right now we are giving them the money either way and begging them to pat us on the head and say good boy. Diving into even deeper into the final incentive hole, I can't help but think, what would official hardcore servers actually look like? Judging by how Classic WoW went, it started off great, really authentic and vanilla-like, or at least in most ways, and then when the expansion came out, they capitalized by introducing boosts and deluxe editions. What if a potential hardcore server follows the same trend? They give us exactly what we were asking for in the beginning, but then they start adding random things to milk us for every penny we have. First we could get some cosmetics what people would be somewhat okay with, then we would get mounts which once again people would be somewhat okay with, but then imagine if they went the extra mile and offered paid resurrections. Official hardcore servers, death equals delete, but if you pay $50 you can resurrect your character and keep playing. Or maybe they could make it like a chrono boon displacer item that costs $50 and allows you to travel 1 minute back in time, or basically store your soul so you can resurrect again. So if your character is ever about to die, you can then just use that item. Or maybe they would introduce a Light of Elune type of item into the cash shop, allowing anyone to bubble hearth essentially. Yeah, I don't know, man, this is just me speculating on how many different ways Blizzard could potentially screw up these servers, but I really wanted to highlight the financial incentive aspect of this conversation, as it is something that isn't being talked about enough. As players, we care about having fun while playing the game, and as a company, Blizzard cares about making money. When you want something to happen, you have to consider both these things and both these factors. Either way, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you all for watching today's video, and as always, I'll see you again very soon.